Good day, watchers, and welcome to a totally flawed movie review tonight. Tick tick. And today I'm watching a movie called Mother's Day. Been watching this tonight, and I'll get to what I thought of it in a bit. Right, okay. One of the most notorious and controversial horror shockers of all time finally comes to UK Blu-ray, uncut and uncensored. Mother's Day introduced us to three 20-something women on a camping trip to hell. Our helpless heroines are stalked and snatched by a pair of psychosexual brothers and their insane parent, but Unstogen proves tough to outcome. And Mother's Day ultimately provides us with a cheer-gripping, sanguine-stained battle of the sexes. Prepare to be disoriented and disturbed by one of the true greats of 80s independent terror, considered to be a classic of the backwards slasher genre. Some Mother's Day debuted in 1980 to accentuate problems and critical confusion, but gained a fan following that includes such Hollywood heavyweights as Eli Roth, Hostel, and Brett Ratner. Rush Hour. Indeed, Ratner would eventually produce a lavish budgeted 2010 remake, starring Rebecca De Mornay. Although, as it in most cases, it is the original which is more potent and powerful. 35 years after its premiere, Mother's Day has lost none of its lacerating satire, and its influential splatter outing remains recommended to most of the most seasoned of scary movie fans. Okay, so yeah, I've been watching this tonight. Really interesting. Actually, you know what is fascinating? The beginning of the film, where you see there's some kind of like graduation thing, right? What's it called? These people are in this kind of graduation ring, right? Graduation. These two couples, this girl, this woman, this guy, right, who need pick up, needs to be taken somewhere. Of course, they get a ride from this old woman. You think yourself, oh, she seems really nice, and she does. She seems really nice. I'm like, oh, she seems really nice. And you think these two are a bit dodgy, and you think and there's a little bit of a twist in it, because they're driving along, right? They're talking along, and the guy behind them's like got this like piece of string. He's up to the summit, and you think and the car breaks down, right? And then something happens, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ! It's not what you expect. It's not them you should be worried about. It should be us. There might be a few spoilers in this. The woman, you think, wow, she's completely crazy. It's a 1980 film, like I said, and wow, what a movie. It's crazy, but it's interesting at the same time. It's not what I thought it'd be like the 2010 remake. It's completely different. That film was really good too. If you watch the 2010 film, really good film. So yeah. It's definitely worth watching. It actually, it never gets mentioned at all. That's a remake, but it never gets up there. Some of the best remakes you've ever seen, and that is a good remake. If you go about all the remakes, if you like to watch the top 10 remakes of all time, right, and Mother's Day's not even in there, I'm thinking to myself, why is that not in there? Or top 20 or whatever. So yeah, but it's a good remake. You watch it, you think, wow, what a film. Anyway, at the beginning of the film, like I said, there's like something happens, and then there's a bit of a twist who the old woman is. She's crazy as hell. All I can say, wow, because you see the two sons in it, and you're like, they're crazy as hell, crazy as heck. Those who are doing some kind of reunion thing from, they're having like a reunion thing, right? But they end up in the woods, and these two brothers are stalking them, watching them and stuff. And then they And this is a strange part where they shove them in these like they sleeping in these sleeping bags, right? And they shove them in there, right? And they take them to their home, which is a complete dump hole. But at the same time, it's pretty cool because you got like it's a dump bag, but they've got like posters on the wall, movie posters and stuff, Star Trek posters. But it's a complete dump at the same time. But it's cool. I don't know. It's just so cool seeing those Star Trek posters and a Big Bird freaking alarm clock and stuff like that. It's pretty crazy. I was thinking, what the hell? People are crazy, but at the same time, it's kind of cool. At the same time, I don't know why, I don't know, it's crazy. I think because it's in a horror movie, you see all this crazy shit going off, and you think, these guys are dumb as hell. They are so stupid at the same time, these two characters. Great posters too, great picture on the cover there. So anyway, when they do take them to this house, they start to, they take them up to this room with these like, it's like a gym, it's like a room for like gym equipment and stuff. And we take one of the girls and they start freaking playing games with her at first, and one of the guys rapes her. Problem is though, right, it's devastating for her because it has an effect on her health later on in the movie, if you know what I mean. So anyway, there's one part of the film where after when they've done the business with a girl, they this is weird. I was like, what the hell why would you put yourself in a sleeper bag to escape? It's daft. I just thought, you just get a piece of string and just drop down. Anyway, that scene was strange where they tried to escape in a sleeper bag. Even I was like, that's kind of stupid, because how are you going to escape if you're going to try, if you get stuck in there, So that part was kind of stupid, because then she damages the hand. I don't know how she damages the hand by freaking. So anyway, she must be really heavy, that girl, honest to God. So anyway, when they do escape, so what happens to the girl who was raped and stuff, of course. Then there's kind of like a revenge thing after that. There's a revenge thing. They deserve it, to be honest. Because you keep hearing this character called Queena. Is it Queena? And you think the mother's talking about this girl called Queena. So she says she's evil, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, if she's evil, you're saying that she's evil, she must be really bad, or she might be good. Wherever you put it, because the way I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking to myself, if they're evil, and they're calling this girl evil, or this Queen or whatever we call her, maybe she's good. Maybe she's trying to help them out. It doesn't quite work that way later on in the film. That last bit was crazy. I'm like freaking, oh my God. It kind of has that Friday the 13th ending to it, So yeah. But I enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed the film. I like the house. It's ugly. It's like the middle of nowhere. So anyway, when they're trying to escape, when they escape, there's like a little bit of a twist in you see the part with the police car, and even I was like, Jesus Christ, it had me going for a minute. I think, oh my God, the safe, when you see this police car, and there's a little bit of a twist who's in the car, of course. And I do like the part where that to get revenge on these three people, this psychotic family. I do like that part, even though I'm like, Jesus Christ. They put the bandanas on and stuff, and they go out and murder this family. And I do like that part. It's pretty painful actually. See, certain parts it's quite painful, especially when they use a hammer on the And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, I wouldn't want to mess with these women. It kind of, I suppose in a way, it has that feeling of, I spit on your grave. Actually, that was a bit more full on, that film. It was a bit more disturbing, because this film has kind of like a bit of humour in it at the same time. Spit on your grave was quite screwed up, the original one, the Wes Craven film. But this kind of has more of a slight bit of a sense of humour. It says on it, Ellie Roth favourite horror film. Oh, yeah, it's a good film. I admit it's a good film. I can see when they did the remake. It was quite good. I enjoyed it. Good solid performance. So yeah, the last part was pretty interesting. I was just like, so yeah, okay, right. What I didn't like about it, what I liked about it. What I didn't like about it. not really much to not dislike about it. I mean, I enjoyed the performance. There is one part in the movie where when one character's talking about, you don't actually see the lips move. It's like she's saying, "Get a certain item from a bag or something." It's like, and the lips are moving, the lips are not moving. It's like get the lips are not. You know, it's like thinking. It's like, what the hell? No one's talking. Who's talking? Apart from that, I enjoyed it. So nothing really disliked about it. It's got some crazy moments in this film. But yeah. So what I liked about it, solid performance, great freaking characters, great death scenes in it. Over the top death scenes, I suppose you can want one character getting his head chopped off and stuff. There's one part in the film where the guy freaking comes in with clean your shoe, you know, clean your boots and stuff, and there's like mud on the floor. I think there's like mud, poo or something, mud. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, what a mess of the house. Crazy. That's what I liked about it. It was crazy. Really good film though. Solid performance. The woman in it, the mother in it. Oh boy, she's crazy as heck. I wouldn't want her as a granny, that's for sure. Just imagine watching this film for the first time and you see that scene where, you know, I'll be like, wow, that was pretty good. Good twist. Good one. Good one. God, I'm warm. Sweating a bit. I don't know why. But yeah, solid performances, good characters, and good death scenes in it. So yeah. So rate I'm going to give this film is a 4 out of 5. Really enjoyed it. I was going to get 3.5, and I thought, you know, I quite liked it more than that. So I'll give it a 4 out of 5 for a really good slasher movie. A good little twist at the beginning of the film, and a bit of a twist at the end who that Queenie is. And I'm thinking Friday the 13th, so yeah, might as well Friday the 13th for a little bit. So yeah, it's really enjoyable. So yeah, 4 out of 5 for Mother's Day. If you want to check the remake out, it's really good. So yeah, anyway, people, this is my review of Mother's Day. Really good, 4 out of 5 for that. I enjoy it. So yeah. So anyway, remember to subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and have a nice week, and take care. And take care. And don't get lost in the woods when you get crazy family coming after you ready to murder you. So yeah. Ooh, no way. So anyway, have a nice day, and see you later. Bye.